And yet again, it goes. Well, too loud. Okay. Some calm truths. We got some debugging action. What were some of the solutions yesterday? Or some of the ideas? There's some printing action. I think we're learning some better stuff here. So, adding manual verifiers and, well, not verifiers, but I guess indicators in the code. Like, oh, the person, user enters some input. Okay, let's make sure that we output whatever that input is. Oh, the input gets updated. Let's do that. Like, you gotta add it. You gotta remove it. It might fuck up other stuff. You gotta comment it out. What else? You've got checking where the issue is. I mean, standard logic. If I run outside and I sprint really hard and I come back and my leg hurts, but my leg didn't hurt before I went out, well, odds are it was probably something that happened between me leaving and coming back. So, what did I do? Was it the running? Maybe. Oh shit, I remember I tripped right as I came into the house. Turns out it wasn't the running, it was actually later, because I wasn't hurt at that time. There was no bug at that time. So, adding checks. Oh, a check here. No bug yet. Check here. No bug yet. Check here. Bug. Back a little. Bug. Back a little. No bug. Forward a little. No bug. Forward a little. Bug. Oh! It was actually that I just fucking returned the wrong value. Oh, the variable name was off. Oh, I forgot to freaking value initialize that variable upon defining / declaring it. Ooh, it had a garbage value. Ooh, stupid mistake. Ooh, there's a compile error. I need a header guard to make sure that shit doesn't get included. Additionally, after already being transitively included. Okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah, that's also true. It messes up the output. Yep. I have to add it. It makes it worse. It makes my output worse. And I have to remove it. Unbelievable. So I can't just do it and then toggle it. I can't be like, hey, here's a program that inserts comments here, or here's a tool that inserts comments. And then at the end, let me like start inserting comments. I put all the comments in, and then at the end, stop. And then test my code, and then remove all insertions. Can't do that, I guess. Oh, well, duh, I could literally just do version control. That does it. I mean, I got it right here, but excuse me. I was looking at jobs. I mean, I'm interested more in game development, C++ jobs at some point, but I mean, I was looking at Anduril. I saw a random video on YouTube, just a recommendation called Don't Work at Anduril. Seems kind of cool. I mean, it's a defense company. I don't know. Interesting stuff. There's nothing really worth thinking about at this point. I just need to build my general skills, get good at the basics, not be one of those guys who just studies leak code all day. Just solve fucking problems, learn how to solve problems, learn the basics so that I can solve any problem. And if I have to learn some crazy shit in order to make progress on a really specific type of problem, then fuck it. I'll try not to, but if I really have to solve it, then then I'll learn. I'll study the sliding door. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Consider the following program that has some debug statements. Okay. Oh, yeah, we haven't used that yet. So we'll do, because there's standard character output, but then there's character error. So we'll do, what am I going to do? We'll just do, sure. Okay. And then we'll just do, oh, whoops. But yeah. Wait, what? Oops. Yep. We'll do, extract. That's it, no return. The point here is that there's standard C out, there's standard C error. Standard C out is standard character output, standard C in is character input, standard C error is standard character error. So we can output characters to the console or to the whatever console, I guess. Well, whatever, it's fine. Okay, prints it, and this shows that this is an error. That way, if it was instead, I mean, this is the same shit, but now I know. Oh, it's an error. Oh, it's not an error. Cool. Basically just flagging my debug statements that they're more easily removable. I'll probably use I'll probably use standards character error to only add debug statements that I know I'm going to remove. So if I was going to do something just to verify anyways all the time, may as well just do C out, character output. So that anytime I see character error, I can just remove it. So it's my debugging guy. Contains some debug statements. Okay, so main. First, we say main is called. With the error, it's a debug statement. We initialize X to be the output of an int returning get user input. We go into get user input where there are no parameters instantiated, nor created, nor defined, nor declared. We have a standard character error to output debug text saying that get user input has been called. We then prompt the user to enter a number. We then value initialize this variable X, which is going to be the input. We then extract the user input to X, then we return X. We then output whatever was entered. Okay. Either remove them or comment them out. And if I fucking comment them out, I have all this old shit, man. Ooh, preprocessor directives. Okay. So we could do... Nah, I don't want... I don't know if that's possible. Could I define the commenting shit? Damn. Oh wait, never mind. Fuck. Thought we were gonna define and then replace this with commenting, but this is already commenting. You can't replace this with a comment. Alright, let's see. Either remove them or comment them out. If you want them later, you have to add them back or uncomment them. One way to make it easier is to use preprocessor directives. Okay? Conditional. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, so it's what I thought. It's still kind of cumbersome though. Where we're defining it and then basically just checking whether we're debugging or not. But then I have to manually add them. It's like, why would I want to do this again later? I mean, I guess if the values are changing or there are functions that are giving values that could be changing and I want to make sure that they're still good, then I can later on just toggle it, but this is only for like a long-term thing. I wouldn't want to do this just once, I don't think. I mean, for enabling debug and ending, we're just deciding whether or not the debug wording statement, it's not statements, the debug statements get executed or not. Yeah, I guess. I feel like it's still easier to just add and delete sometimes because I can't really imagine having to use the same points that much. I mean, maybe. It's probably easier than redoing it every time. We can enable it by commenting and uncommenting, define the enable debug. Cool. Damn, that's too much. Good. Reuse added debug statements and then just disable them when we're done instead of having to remove them from the code. I guess it feels like it still just burdens the code. I mean, maybe not. Go into a header file that's included in all. Yeah, that makes sense. And then we just comment it out, so it's including commented shit. This single location being the header file. Yep. Addresses it, so I don't have to, I at least don't have to remove it, but it assumes that I'm going to reuse them. At the cost of even more code clutter. Another downside, yeah, I mean, I'm literally just, I'm tripling the effort. So not only do I have to add a statement, I also have to fucking add this. So I add 200% more effort. True. Yeah, so I could basically... I have something like... that's a better way of doing this. Yeah, that'll be fine. Excuse me. What? What am I doing, bro? Oh, whoops. Cool, so it's debugging is happening and then we're printing, but then if I just comment this guy out. Cool. Not debugging. Yeah, it's not bad, but still doesn't feel very good. It's like I have to manually add every breakpoint, and the breakpoint is annoying, and I have to know what the breakpoint is contingent upon. I can't just say... Well, I guess it's not a breakpoint, it's just a print. Turning off all these prints one by one. Can't really customize them one by one if we do it this way, because it's designed to be for bulk. Alright, because I'll define the enable debug at the top. If I remove it, then they all stop. And if I want to change some, I have to go to them and then just remove it, or well, I guess just comment them out. But then I have to remember what I commented out. All if that's the only debugging. Log sequential record of events that have happened, timestamped. Process of generating a log. It's called logging. Written to a file on disk called a log file so they can be retrieved later. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so we have just the whole point here, sounds like it's the same as our debug statements. I mean, so we're sending the output specifically to the log. So we can distinguish between that. Yeah, I mean, it's like having two outputs and then one here and then one is the log. Yeah, give them your specs and whatnot and they'll know how the log is generated. Oh. There's an output stream named clog used for writing logging information. By default, it writes to the standard error stream. Meaning it's the same source or it's the same buffer? Sounds like it. Oh yeah, and the point of standard error is that it is, it gets flushed every time, I think. Instead of having to wait, so it's not buffered. So when it's buffered, it could be buffered, it's just that it gets flushed every time, or it's just not buffered. So every time you have it, it automatically outputs it, instead of it taking things and then picking them off character by character until there's white space, removing it and then doing it again, and then, yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. Didn't mean to do that. Outputting to a logger using the plog logger. Or plog. Ah, damn, so much. We include them. We call plogged. Okay. Oh, we just say. Sorry. We just output using plogged. So step 1, initialize them. Step 2, or sorry, step 1, include them. Step 3, initialize them. Step 3, output to them. And then output again for wherever you need the debugging. It's pretty fast. Wow, 1,000th of a second. That's pretty quick. And so the point is we are going to plog. Or we're using init to initialize plog within plog. And the parameters are plog's debug. I don't know what that is. And then the log file. So we're saying what exactly we're initializing and to where is it going to be written, sounds like. Or recorded, saved, stored. Okay. Oh, using. Okay. Oh, an integrated one. All right. Makes more sense, probably. Yeah. Ready? Well, yeah, I mean, we're not doing it because we're doing a fucking different method, yo. And it's not doing it because she would be boring. Do something. What are you doing? Debug. Oh, none? Don't do this. Don't do that. And my leg is twitching up. Holy shit. What? Good. If you want to compile the button, yeah, I mean, that would be a pain in the ass. Like, I have to type in plot. Man. It's the same shit as. It's the same shit with the extra clutter and with removing it. As the conditional compilation directives, man. Or conditional preprocessing directive, right? What the fuck is this called? Conditional preprocessing. Yeah, it's preprocessing. It's not compilation. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh, CCP, conditional compilation directives, but it's CCD. But it's not. It's actually CPD. If you want to compile it yourself or plug it, fuck off, bro. I don't need plug. I don't need plug. Add different directories from which I can include stuff. Okay. Speed log. Ooh. Man. So much phlegm going on right now. Top of the main, yes. Yes. Yeah, I would hope so. Your program state. Yep. I mean, because we're running it, and the entire state is what the fuck is going on? What we're running, what we've ran, return values if we're storing them, all that stuff. Yeah, makes sense. Any variables that are currently instantiated? in memory. I guess instantiated's redundant. Or in memory is redundant. Yeah, bro. Well, it's not an assumption, it's that using these techniques, this will happen. This is contingent upon this. We use these techniques, motherfucker runs like this. But if we instead step over and step into, we can step over, so we can go next from one line to the next to the main. And if we go onto a line with a function call, I can step into. I can go into that function call, or the other one, or the next one, or I can step next again and then keep skipping. So I can either go down deeper into what's going on the line, or stay in main. It sounds like the debugger. Yeah. Nice. Yep. Yes. See what's going on, when it's going on, and isolate what I'm looking at. Ah, yuck. Thank God, Borland. Thank God for these days. Yeah, makes sense. Gotta get good at Linux so that I can go and work for the man. Make some of that dang drone technology. Someone gives me a prompt about a dude and how many nodes you can see and shit. You're looking in this direction, how many things, how do you process the information, all this kind of shit. Gotta learn that if I want to make that $135,000 to $252,000 more money than I could ever want. I mean, granted, I'm gonna have like 10 kids, so at some point that'll be pennies, but we'll see. Well, yeah, I mean, you can't expect UI to be consistent. Even YouTube's freaking YouTube Studio is shit. Let me ask one question, because this is relevant. Shut up, I don't care about that. I'm not marketing, I don't care about this. I'm uploading this shit to keep me accountable, yo. It's for me, not for other people. So that I can get better and reach my freaking goals, bro. Yeah, but... So we'll just do some perplexity action. Let's do... I mean, it's gotta be self-explanatory. I'm curious, how... Damn, everything's about the Trump. Holy... Something like this. That's it? Are you sure? An exabyte? That doesn't sound like a lot. 1,000,000 terabytes? I mean, I can fill up a terabyte pretty quick, buddy. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know how compressed they are. Yeah, it's true. I mean, surely they have to generate more money than they... I mean, I would hope that they generate more money per non-monetized account than it costs to store it. And surely it must. I mean, it's a scaling thing. Visual Studio Code. Well, yeah. Hello? That's how Chrome works, motherfucker. If I do Control F on my desktop, it doesn't fucking work in here. But then I click here. Hello? Damn. All right, here we go. Well, we'll learn how to use a debugger.